Just a short video on a good uplighting technique for evergreen trees for Christmas lighting. High pressure mercury. This is one of my Stanco Para floodlights, fitted with a 175 watt clear high pressure mercury lamp. The clear lamp being not just for optical control, because the beam's a lot more direct than would be with a phosphored lamp, but also because the bluish green light that unphosphored high pressure mercury lights or lamps give off, really good for uplighting evergreens. And it looks kind of a thickly greenish on camera, or at least on the viewfinder of this, but in person it's a fairly good green color for lighting the tree. And as another example, this is that 175 watt metal halide General Electric floodlight that I got late last year. Also fitted with a 175 watt clear high pressure mercury lamp, because again, 175 watt and up high pressure mercury lamps will work on equivalent rated metal halide ballast, at least probe start ballast, not necessarily pull start. But yeah, again, good green color for uplighting these trees. Again, looks better in real life than it does on camera. And for comparison, this line of trees, which is uplit with daylight color temperature LED PAR38 lamps. Not bad, but color-wise, high pressure mercury is a little bit better. Problem is they don't have enough fixtures, especially not of super high power rating, to uplight these with mercury. At least didn't have this year. Hopefully, knock on wood, in future years it'll be a little bit different. But for this year, just LED PAR38s, and they aren't horrible. Plus, also power consumption is only about 100 watts for the 6 lamps here, so it's a fairly easy add-on. Because I could put clear high pressure mercury lamps in those 1,000 watt floodlights that I got. But A, 2 kilowatts. B, those are 120 volt only, so fairly high operating currents, and power management can be a bit of an issue at very large displays, because those two fixtures combined would be a little over 2 kilowatts, and 2 kilowatts is about the most power any display I've ever done has consumed. And also they'd be obscenely bright, and these are a lot more subdued, but they're an appropriate surface luminance level for what they are. Because you're outside at night with just my regular street lighting, because out here in the boonies the only street lights out here are ones that I own, and other Christmas lights, perfectly acceptable luminance level for probably, what is it, like maybe 7 or 8 kilolumens for all these trees combined between all the lamps. And 1 kilowatt high pressure mercury, that would be like north of 100 kilolumens, which, yeah, ridiculously bright. And of course I've got a couple of regular Christmas lights, and by a couple regular I mean I've got over 9,000, not just here, because my display's so big that I can't show all of it at once. Of course, some more conventional lights. I always do a part of the display of single color strings, but a bunch of different single colors. Got some warm white over the focus, some warm white over there, yellow, purple, red, blue, cool white. Really doesn't want to focus. I think the blue I already covered. More red, green, low pressure sodium street light there, because of course I have one of those. That section, which is red, white, and blue, another thing I typically do every year. And a 100 watt high pressure mercury floodlight over there. That's not part of the regular display. That lights up pretty much all year. Multicolor incandescents. Bunch of single color incandescents here, where each string is one color focus hue, but I got a bunch of different colors here. White, red, yellow, again, it's hard to find color for some stupid reason. Blue and green. Those are some white incandescents. Those are those reduced power 100 milliampere 300 light strings that Home Depot sells now under, what is it? Is it Holiday Time or some other Home Accents Holiday, some stupid name to dance around, you know, the word Christmas that all these stupid corporations do now. By the way, Merry Christmas, if that offends you. Merry Christmas anyway, too bad. Where the whole string, again, 300 lights, uses just 72 watts, whereas regular 1/6 ampere incandescents would be 120, so reduced power consumption. But they do look, you know, duller than 1/6 ampere lamp current strings. And so typically I only use those in white, even though they do sell multicolored ones, because those, especially the green and blue lamps, are quite dim because of lower filament temperature. And a whole bunch more behind those LEDs. And here I've got a mix of the white, low power strings way in the back. Sort of see there, moving some of the parallax effects. And then up closer I've got multicolor LEDs. And a string of whites over there. Kind of hard to see, but they're in there. So yeah, not a huge display. Only, what, 9,510 lights this year? Which, yeah, for a lot of people that's absolutely astronomical, but the biggest display I've ever done, 70,283 lights over about 4 acres back in 2018. But that was a time when I was stupid busy at a job out of college and didn't really have time to film anything, and that's when this channel was kind of dead for a couple of years. Because, yeah. And then over there, that's one of my 70 watt high pressure sodium bucket lights, which is disconnected because I'm tapping into the feed for that to feed all this. So when this comes down, and probably the next few days, especially the LEDs, because, you know, having at least some stuff survive for next year so I don't have to buy quite as much, especially supply chain issues if Christmas lights are even available next year, I'll have a decent number of survivors. But yeah, when that happens, that light will be reconnected, as will the 70 watt high pressure mercury, not high pressure mercury, the 70 watt sodium way off in the woods there that was disconnected to reduce the power for all the extra lights that I've got running on the same timer that's feeding that 100 watt halide, and also because bloody mice chewed through the extension cord. They really like to do that. Don't like mice. Don't really like squirrels either, because it may have been squirrels, except for Peanut. He